Well, hey Virgo, how about a metal dog tarot reading for you today? Let's just look at a message to you from your future self. It's a 5-card spread, and then we'll clarify. I'm going to use the good tarot here for this initial spread. Follow me. Okay. Let's put the deck here. Funny split. Let's see what that underlying. Oh, there is a messenger of water underlying reason for the reading. Classy love offer. Some kind of emotional message here for you, Virgo. So let's see. Let's see what your future self wants to tell you. So here's where you are today. You are currently, wow, riding like a Pegasus across the sky with the truth, the Ace of Air. Beautiful. So you have seen some kind of truth. You have clarity right now. And perhaps, we'll find out more about that. So whatever this truth is, look around in your head there for what you have come to understand today. All right. Your future self is a lot more passionate. The King of Fire. Very wise still. Leo, kind of fixed sign. Kings can be fixed sign energy. Meaning you finish stuff. Often mistaken for stubborn. But as a person who's fixed, all 4 corners of my chart are fixed. So King of Fire. I'm always trying to redeem us fixed people from being called stubborn. That's what I mean. So your future self, this King of Fire, this alpha, knows what you're doing side of you, wants to tell this part of you who seems to have some new truth, something about the journey that you are on right now. So what is that journey? What are you involved in? Some creative chaos. And I always think this little 5 of fire, 5 of wands fairy girl is mischievous. She is I feel like she's got lots of ideas, and 5 of fire is usually a bunch of people who are involved in some kind of creative chaos. It can be really frustrating, it can be really fun. And there's no leader, there's no plan. It's just messy, confusing, and chaotic. But it's coming from that passion that we see mature in the future here when you reach this King of Fire state, Virgo. So then the cards want you to know what you want to release on this 5 of Fire adventure that you are on. And you are being told to release another 5, the 5 of water. This is regret over your losses. You can see she's very dramatic. And the 5 of water, I love this one. So in this deck, the Ace of Water is represented by the little seahorse. Okay, that is not focusing for you. And the little seahorse usually brings in that a new beginning, a new emotional offer. But when you're in the state of a 5 of water, 5s are passageways. They're places that you want to move out of. They cause you to shift. After 5 of fire, you get victory, the 6 of fire. After the 5 of water, you get a really meaningful connection. But when you're in the 5 of water, there's grief, there's regret, there's a focus on losses, and there's always a new beginning right behind you for when you turn and walk in that way. There's often a card also associated with Scorpio because it has that transformative process of that. It's much like burning up in the fire and rising from it like a phoenix. That's what you can do when you're in a 5 of water. It's a transformative place to be. The cards are saying that it's time to release that and move on. We'll find out more. So that may be a part of why you're in a 5 of fire chaos state, let's see. And then you're being told to embrace the maturity and emotional depth of the Queen of Water. So this is what you're being guided to replace. The grief with, she's very grounded, meditative, quiet inside, peaceful, I think. And we will clarify these to see how this journey that you're on, this fun, chaotic, mischievous fairy, the 5 of fire. We'll find out more about what you're doing here when we clarify. All right. I need to clarify. I don't quite yet see what this King of Fire, your future self, wants you to know yet. I know that there is a heart message here for you. So this may be the advice twice here with the Queen of Water, and this is to look for this little seahorse, a messenger, and the seahorse is also here in your release, right? You're being invited to get this heart message and bring it forward. That's what I see. Okay, let's look deeper. Okay, real clearly, I'm going to use this deck. Okay. Ace of Air. What is this truth that you're sitting in right now or flying in here? This is your current state. Looks nice. Clarity is a nice place to be in. So you have clarity, but you're in chaos. Isn't that interesting? I think things are a bit up in the air for you right now, Virgo. And you're regretting. You feel remorse or grief here. Okay, well, let's find out. What's this Ace of Air? Ace of Air, clarified by, the Tower. Something shocking brought this truth in. A sudden ending, something that you probably let go, end on itself. I know, like, the Tower is a missed opportunity to change by your own volition, and so the universe does it for you, and so you got truth from this surprise. Whatever that is, you know what that is. Maybe the cards will tell us a little bit more here. There's also a very new practical beginning, Ace of Pentacles. So 2 aces, you seem to be starting out here, Virgo. And the Ace of Pentacles can be a new job, a new house. It's very just 3D, practical, real start that follows this Tower and comes with Judgment. Wow. That's interesting because do you see how she is like that phoenix I was mentioning? There's all this fire and she is rising from it. It's just very cool reading the tarot. It's like there's not surprises. I mean, the surprise is I'll say something and then the cards confirm it. So here you are, rising from the Tower moment that you just had. This truth that came in through that has put you into this opportunity, this new Ace of Pentacles opportunity, but you are literally rising from the ashes right now. And that's what we saw here when we looked at the 5 of Water. We can still see that you're a bit in the fire. You're still in the hot, learning, difficult place. And let's find out more about this journey that you are currently in the midst of. Looks like you're starting with the Ace of Air, with clarity, and with a real 3-dimensional, practical beginning in the Ace of Pentacles. Some kind of ending. Okay, 5 of Fire, clarified with some momentum of the Chariot. This is you just moving out of stagnation. Definite movement forward. This is a interesting Chariot. I feel how, she's not got these horses tied up to a chariot at all. She's actually walking with these horses nice and steady forward. It kind of gives me actually a Knight of Pentacles feel. I just feel this figure is just determined. The horses look determined. She looks determined. And they are just, I can also very much feel the movement forward that you're on. Let's see what else we can find out. 5 of Pentacles. You feel left out though. There's 3 5s here. You're in an uncomfortable place, my friend, Virgo. 5s. 5 of Fire, 5 of Pentacles or Earth, and 5 of Water are here for you. 5 of Swords is the only one missing. That's the card that's about self-harm, or the headache card, as Sassy Scorpion puts it. But there is a sense of what makes you happy. There's knowledge of wish fulfillment in this very solitary way. She here swimming in this beautiful swimming hole under this weeping willow. She is at peace. You are definitely rising out of the flames from this tower and embarking on a journey towards your fulfillment. But what it looks like is there's losses, definite losses of 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Water or Cups here. And you don't really know yet what's going on. Like there's confusion, chaos, perhaps other people, this 5 of Fire, perhaps other people have input. But you are quite driven forward. You are on your way in a very steady, determined, powerful, focused way. So you have complicated feelings, Virgo, about what you lost, and yet you have a vision, I see, of this 9 of Cups fulfillment, wish fulfillment, that you're walking towards that. Okay, so the King of Fire, this is where you're heading. Peace, passion, kindness, determination of self, like knowing who you are, being the leader in your own life. That's where you're headed, out of this tower here. And the King of Fire, your future self, wants you to release this sort of dramatic feeling of loss. It wants you to focus instead on being grounded in your heart. Okay, let's find out more about this 5 of Water state that you're in. We'll see, maybe we'll find out what happened. Well, you got your heart broken. There was betrayal. There was 3 people involved. And I love this 3 of Swords. This is exactly how this feels for me. Like that vortex of obsession, the pain, the sorrow, the tears, but that holding in your hands, going over and over and around about this betrayal. So there has been a betrayal. Either you did it or somebody did it to you. And of course, there's always 2 sides to every story. So in the 5 of Water, you look back at 3, the losses. There's in the traditional, most common Rider-Waite-Smith, you'll see the 5 of Water looking at 3 losses, and then there's a 2 of Cups, like a new emotional connection ahead. But with the 3 of Swords here, you're in pain. You've been balancing. Another great representation of Like she is walking up ice cubes carrying 2 precious pentacles. And, you know, her face is peaceful. She's got this, but it's tricky. It's quite involving. And I bet that's distracting you from the pain that you're in a nice way. Perhaps that's much like the Chariot, like this determined movement forward towards your 9 of Cups that we see you're on this journey towards. All right, and there's your Ace of Swords again. So when a tarot reader gets an Ace of Swords, it can be a confirmation that what they just said is true. This reiterates where you are right now. You know, this is where you are now, and this is what the King of Fire, your future self, is saying. Okay, it's time to release this, either distracting yourself from the truth or obsessing about the truth or moving back and forth between these two, because the 2 of Pentacles suggests like moving back and forth, and this is another obsessive thing that we can get into. You know the truth, right? You know that right behind you, the way forward will take you to a better place. And so the King of Fire, your future self, wants you to release this, because you know why the Tower happened. You know that you have a new beginning available to you. And yes, you hurt. You hurt, and that's okay to hurt. That's normal to hurt. To kind of keep going back and thinking about this loss in these different obsessive ways, you know, right? This is that obsession, focusing on that. And that's exactly the state of water, of 5 of water. If you want to get to your 9 of Cups, and that's where you're headed, your future self says, embrace the Queen of Water. So let's find out more about that. And she is mature, she has learned, she has accepted the truth, she has gone through her heartaches, she is able to talk about her feelings and accept them. She's deep, she's gone deep. All right, Virgo, maybe you have some water in your chart. That would make sense. This is saying deal with your feelings, but don't obsess in them. What else? There's some work to be done here. New skills, perhaps. Whatever. This work can be like healing work. Something new. Let's see what else. This is what you're to embrace. The Lovers. That is a card that is about definitely a Queen of Water getting her King of Water in the heteronormative tarot. But the Lovers is you meeting your person, the one that is the person that you get to be your absolute full self with. And you either already have that person in your life. You can be your own mirror of yourself, the person that loves you and stands with you and recognizes you. Or it can be a new person coming in. And the Lovers entails a choice where both people choose. And you can have like a total soul bond. That's what this card is about. But if you don't choose it, you lose it. And so that's a part of this. I want to tell you that for some reason. If you don't choose it, you lose it. There's work. So we're very practical work that needs to be done. And then we get a 2 of Wands to further clarify this. There she is, dreaming out the window. 2 of Wands is about envisioning and manifesting the world that you want to see. I feel like the King of Fire, your future self, we'll find out a little bit more about that in a minute here. sees that you're in pain. And you can take or leave this advice. You know, this is just you in the future. You might be kind of a jerk and be like, get over it. Move on, man. I'm tired of you being in the suffering, you know. So there may be a point ahead where you just are, you know, you just decide to be the leader of your life and take this chariot momentum towards this Nine of Cups. It seems to me that you're being told to embrace like the work and the vision that brings you the true love connection that you that is a part of your wish fulfillment journey here. Let's find out more though. That could be, there's a little bit more that the cards want to tell you. So let's see what that is. I see you envisioning and working towards the Lovers. From this is the advice that you should work and envision like the Queen of Water does. From your depths, from your heart. Let's see who else does future self. Got 2 cards here. Okay. So there's justice in the future. There will be justice. So if somebody hurt you, there's going to be justice. That's quite, you know, it's very much like karma's in play. But did I not say that we were missing a 5 of Swords? There's also the 5 of Swords here in the future. Ooh. Look at this one. This particular 5 of Swords. Yeah. There's definitely another person involved in this 5 of Swords. And do you see that gesture that she makes with her hand? This is indicating that you're done with the swords here. Like, I feel like that gesture that's enough. That's enough pain. And so that's a really great 5 of Swords for this particular reading, that in the future you're just done with that, and you're gonna walk away with this friend. Maybe this is your other, this Lovers person, who's there for you as soon as you want to quit and get out of your head. Usually with swords, we're talking about a head trip. So in the future, we see you done with 5s. Oh man, and there's the 5 of Cups again. All right. In the future, your future self. Wow, Virgo. It's very powerful how much 5 we have here. All 5s and double 5 of water. This is simple, actually. It's a very simple. There's a basic story here, and it's real clear. The story is, there was a shock, a tower, and something ended. And you're rising up from that, and you're moving forward towards wish fulfillment, and you're in a process of grieving, and the passageway that is all the 5s, all the feelings of chaos and confusion, of being dejected and left out, of grief, regret, and of self-harm that are a part of being in a state of 5s. The King of Fire is still in that state, but is telling you that there's also, as I said, there's this future behind you. And the King of Fire, still in the 5s, knows that you are going to need to muster this in order to get to this. And the sooner the better that you get into your heart and you do your work, whatever that is. Go to therapy, leave the job where you're feeling betrayed and hurt. The situation that ended, requires you to face the truth. You get the Ace of Swords here twice. It results from this tower. Rise from the ashes, move forward. And there's some change that you can do through the Eight of Pentacles, which includes envisioning this future, which here is portrayed as the Lovers. It can be any fantasy, I think, when I look at the cards here, Virgo. What is your vision? In the tarot, the Lovers is one of the great visions, the great things that humans want, like a true love partnership that is spiritual, that is divine. It can be a great job where you're recognized for who you are and you thrive in yourself. It can be inner healing where you are the one that's recognizing yourself. Whatever it is, there's justice for you in the future. It just looks a little stark still until you finish grieving and turn around from those losses and face the Two of Cups here. Until then, until you're done, right? This gesture, I'm done. I'm done hurting myself over this. This really feels to me very much like I can feel how the next card, the Six of Swords, is movement towards a new place, a new idea, a new vision. Swords are the ideas. So when you see a Six of Swords, the next card here, you're done with the Five. I'm done with self-harm, and I'm moving onward towards this place that I've envisioned. And it has a Two of Cups in it. It has this ideal future. The Lovers, the Two of Cups are similar. The Two of Cups is kind of like the new starting point here for you. So you end up a king in the future, still seeking justice. And it may be that it is the need for justice that you, like when somebody hurt you and you're obsessing like this, and then there's tons of obsession in this reading, Virgo. When you're obsessing, 5, 5, 5, 5, I'm in the fives. I'm self-harming. I feel sorry for myself. I'm grieving, and I don't know what the heck to do. 5 of Fire. That can be an obsession towards justice of like, that jerk hurt me. And until they get what they deserve, until they see how it should be, what they did to me, whatever, I don't know. What is your obsession, Virgo? I'm not going to be free. And that's not true. That is not true. You can envision and walk towards this ideal wish fulfillment here. You've got the mojo, sister, brother, other. You've got the mojo. Just go. It's going to hurt. Life hurts. But if you obsess about your hurt, your future self says, sister, brother, other, I am still suffering. I'm still needing to leave this behind. So they're asking you to start this, do this work, do the envisioning, so that your future self, who's a wonderful, wise, passionate, good-hearted person, can be free. Done obsessing, done self-harming, and turn towards the beautiful potential, this vision that you're sitting in the window daydreaming about, whatever that vision is. Doesn't have to be true love. Let's see what's on the bottom of this set. Knight of Swords, a little angry. Queen of Swords, clarity, but both the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they have clarity, not a lot of heart. Remember, this is your advice. So the truth, it's keeping you a little cold. And there's some passion here. This is the Ace of Wands, and you end up a King of Fire or Wands. It's the same here. So 3 aces, lots of 5s, Get out of your head, my friend. Cards say you're in your head. Yeah. Maybe you want to hurt somebody a little bit. Maybe it's this person. The person that hurt you, cut you out. The Queen of Swords, like she's just done. She gets clarity and then she's like, nope, I'm done. Okay, you're not a good person to have in my life. So, you or someone are in that state. Someone else is angry. I think you're the angry one. I think the anger and the wanting to win somehow is keeping you stuck. You're stuck. You're stuck and there's like so much discomfort where you are. I'm sorry, it looks hard. The Tower happened for your benefit. There's happier days ahead. Hey, it sounds like summer driving by. Did you hear those teenagers screaming? Yeah, that's it. I have nothing more for you, Virgo. I wish you well. I hope you can change your mind so that your future is, a beautiful swimming hole under a beautiful tree, even if it's all by yourself. Better than this misery. Okay, have a great day.